upfront contracts, and upfront contracts are a way of being able to start any sales call or really any conversation with somebody else, rather than just plunging in and trying to sell on your features and benefits. So if I'm sitting down with somebody, I may say something like this to start a sales call. Hey John, can I share with you what I was hoping that we might try and accomplish today? And he would say, sure. And I'd say, my goal is to figure out if there's a good fit here, a good fit between what I do, sales training, coaching, consulting, and what you and your people might need. And so, do we still have 45 minutes for our call today? John says, sure. Good. So what I want to do is ask you some questions about the challenges that you're facing out on the streets these days, and also find out from you what you've done so far to try and correct those challenges. Does that make sense? And John's going to say, yeah, that really does make sense. And then the next thing I want to do is really get some idea of what's important for you. What do you want to try and accomplish today? And then at the end of our meeting today, John, I think there's a couple possible outcomes. One is that we might decide that, hey, there is potentially a good fit here, and we can move on to the next step, perhaps writing up an order or doing some kind of a quote for you. But the other possibility is that we might decide there's not a good fit, and I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure you're okay with that as well. So that's an upfront contract, and there were numerous things going on there, but the thing I want you to notice is that at the end I had two possible outcomes, a yes outcome and a no outcome, and it's very important to emphasize the no outcome. Why, you might ask? Why would you want to suggest that somebody not do business with you? Primarily because it takes the pressure off of the other person. It makes it easy for us to make a yes or no decision, but what we're really avoiding here is what I call the think it over. Because the reality is yes is my favorite word, but no is my second favorite word. And the one thing I really want to avoid is some form of let's think it over, let's get 2 more bids, let's give me a call back in a week or two. So with an effective upfront contract, I take the pressure off of the prospect, and I allow both the prospect and myself to come to a mutual decision about whether this would be beneficial to them. I encourage you at the start of every conversation, whether it's an in-person meeting or even a phone call, set an upfront contract for a yes or no decision at the end, and you'll find that, yeah, you will get an occasional no, but you're going to get a lot more yeses, and you're going to take the pressure off of your prospect. That's upfront contracts. Hi, I'm Jeff Schneider, and my company is Sandler Training, and what I do is I help salespeople and business owners and small to medium-sized organizations improve their sales performance, and I do that in a variety of different ways. I do it through a systematic approach to selling. We call it the Sandler Selling System. I also do it through one-on-one coaching, some in-house training, and some consulting as well. And what I find is that most salespeople, they're pretty good at things like relationship building, and perhaps even closing, but they don't really have a systematic process, first A, then B, then C, something that's sequential in nature that they follow on a consistent basis. So I help salespeople to be able to be more systematic in the way that they sell and to get to yes or no outcomes.